Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read Eric Carle's The Tiny Seed. You might have read this book before. You might have seen it in your classroom. Or maybe it's a brand new book. The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high into the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than all of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up, up it goes. It flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed, you see it down here, sails on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall, icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow there. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Oh, now where are they? Look at this. This is the ocean, isn't it? Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. It can't grow without dirt. It needs water. The others sail on with the wind. But the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. He's staying closer, but he didn't fall into the water. One seed drifts down onto the desert. Ooh, it's hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow there. Now the tiny seed is flying very low to the ground, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Uh-oh. Look what's happening. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed, but the tiny seed, look right there, it's so hard to see. Let me zoom in closer. See the tiny seed? The tiny seed is so small that the bird does not see it, so it doesn't get eaten, does it? Oh, here comes the snow. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Whoa, look how tiny it is. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, and rain falls. The seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. Now they're called plants. First, they send roots. Look over here. First, they send roots down into the dirt, down deep in the ground. And then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up towards the sun and in the air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. Okay, so look over here. This side are the new little plants from the seeds, but what do you think the big one is that I pointed to? Do you think that's just a regular plant? Let's find out. The big plant that grows much faster than the new little ones is a big fat weed, and it takes all the sunlight and the rain away from the small new plants. And look what happens to this guy over here. See how his one leaf is turning yellow? He's going to die because this mean old weed is taking his air and sunshine and rain. That's why it's important to take care of our gardens and get rid of these weeds. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry, little seed. But finally, look over here. The little seed starts to grow into a plant. That's the little one right there in the middle. This is kind of what it looks like outside today. Lots of green things growing. The sun is shining. Lots of birds. The birds woke me up this morning. They were being so loud. Uh-oh. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. That's what happens in my yard. They too have been waiting for the sun and springtime. One child doesn't see the pretty new plants as he runs along, and uh-oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. But look at our little seed. It's growing. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast. That's this one right here. But its neighbor grows even faster. Whoa, look at that. What did it make? A beautiful flower blossom. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves, and a bud, which turns into the flower. But what's happening? Uh-oh. First there are footsteps, and then a shadow, and then a hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. Oh! A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. Oh, that's so sweet. Have you ever picked a flower to give to your mommy? Mommies like flowers. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the seed is all done, or all alone. It grows on, and it doesn't stop. The sun shines on it, and the rain waters it. It has many, many leaves now. It is taller than the people. It's taller than the trees. It's taller than the houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they have ever seen. It is a giant flower. I don't think I've ever seen a flower that big. But you know what I have seen is sunflowers. Sunflowers grow super tall. They can grow to be as tall as a house. All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies come visiting the flower. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Oh, when the leaves turn red and yellow and orange, that's when we know fall is coming. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder, but the flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends from the wind. But the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flowers, and this time the seed pod opens, and out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away in the wind. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story today, boys and girls. It's time for lunch at my house. What are you going to do on this beautiful spring day? Bye-bye.